Why, hello there, this is John. Welcome to some 90-degree weather in Portland, Oregon. But today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, as a beginner, how to fly a drone. The most important thing about flying a drone I learned is when you set it up, is always have the front of the drone facing away from you. If you don't do that, if it's facing towards you, for example, when you push on your controller here to go forward, the drone will actually come back at you. So that's not what you want, especially when you just learn the drone. So first thing to do is always put your drone facing away from you. It might seem like common sense, but I didn't realize that when I first got drones. So that's it. Most drones, including this one, have what you call an FPV camera there. So as the drone's flying, you can look into your Android phone monitor and see where you're at, where the drone's at in the sky, which is great. That's really handy. On this drone, and on all drones, the opposite propellers spin in the same direction. That one goes that way, and that one goes the same direction, counter-rotating. This one, the propeller goes clockwise rotating. And that's how drones work. That's how they keep all level and normal. They all need batteries, and some of them, if you can get it, is buy a drone with an SD card, because that way you can record what goes in the camera straight onto your SD card. Results in better video for sure. This drone takes good video, but it doesn't have stabilization, so there's times when the video kind of moves up and down a bit. If you're used to it, it's not too bad. Now the drone is controlled by a thing called a controller, aptly named. This part here, this joystick, will make the drone go up in the air or come down as you require it. If you push it this way, it will rotate on its axis. By that, I mean when you push that direction, it will go like that. When you push it in the other direction, it will go like that. Not move and just rotating on its axis. Now then, this one here will make your drone go forward, backwards and side to side, insofar as forward, backwards, and it'll go that way or it'll go that way. That's what these are for. It's pretty much the same on all drones, so just remember that. That's your throttle, goes up and down, you know. It does axis rotation. This one go forwards, backwards, side to side, and forwards. It'll go forwards when you have your drone. When you do all your calibration, that the drone is always facing away from you, the front of the drone anyhow. And it has other things like this thing here. You press, it's a camera. Hold it down, press it. It also records video. Okay, this one is returned to home. This makes the drone go up and down. This one releases the motors, unlocks the motors. When you press that, the propellers will start spinning. When you press that, the spinning propellers will go faster and lift the whole drone up in the air. This is your telemetry. This is really important to have, especially if you can't see the drone too good. This will tell you how far away the drone is and how high up in the sky it is. It might even tell you how fast the drone is going. It also tells you how many satellites you have. And you usually need about, I would say 8 plus 8, you know, up to 23 or whatever. It doesn't matter how high it goes, but at least 8 before you try and fly the drone. Otherwise it might just take off and no one to respond. That's really important. And this here is this is like your monitor. This is what you see. What you see through the camera is displayed on the monitor of your Android phone. It's great. Anyhow, I'm going to show you how to set it up and that real quick. And before the flight, what we do is we turn on this controller here, and for your very first flight you hold down this red button here as you turn it on. You only have to do that once. You don't have to do it any time you fly after that just to get this going. There you go. So you're seeing information there, you know it's turned on. Next thing you do is to turn on the drone, and that's done in a lot of drones just by pushing the button on the top or the bottom, but this one you actually just push in the battery and that turns it on for you. See these lights? They're important to let you know what's going on with the drone. Also, it's very important to lock this, otherwise your battery can fall out during flight. So now we know that this drone and this controller have paired, and the reason you know that is because you can see the battery level of the drone, the battery level of the controller, and this tells you how many satellites we've got, and that's distance and height of the drone, and this is the signal, the strength of the signal. Before you fly, we've turned it on, these guys have paired, now we've got to calibrate the drone. And on this, and it varies from drone to drone, always through the instructions. First thing you do on this one is just push both of these controllers to bottom diagonal left, like that. See? And when you do that, it's causing those LEDs to flash until it gets that calibration. Then they'll just flash slowly. So you just got to wait until they're fully calibrated there. There you go. So they've gone from flashing quickly to just flashing slowly. Now we're going to do the horizontal calibration, which just means turn your drone around like that. Maybe 3 or 4 times. And let's check the LEDs, just flashing on and off as normal. Now we're going to do the calibration, which means turn it like this. And what will happen is the LEDs will change colour once it's fully calibrated. See? Change colour to red and solid green on the back. So that means that this drone is now calibrated, it's ready to fly. Assuming that we have enough satellites there. That tells you we've got 10 satellites. Now the next thing to do, if you want to be able to fly and see through the camera here, first you always face the drone away from you. You're always behind the drone. But anyhow, what we're going to do now is bring up the calibration situation. So we go and press the settings button. Then you go to connections. Click on your connections here. And then click on Wi-Fi, and then the predominant Wi-Fi signal is pushing buttons. So what I usually do there is I'll go to that and say forget. I'm going to forget that one so that we can pick up the signal from the drone, which is the Snaptane SP700. There it is there. We're going to click on it. Yeah, that's fine. That means that we've got that, and then you come out of that and go to your actual app. That code will allow you to download the Snaptane app. So I'm going to open up the Snaptane app, right, and then hit go. Here, then hit next, then hit click, and that brings you up to the image that you're actually seeing through the camera of the drone there. Now I'll show you what everything is here. This white halfway up the screen on the right side, that's the camera. So if you press that, it will take a photograph and say photo success. If you press just below, that'll change between camera and video camera. And that's video camera. If you press that, you will start recording. Then if you press it again, it will stop recording, saying the recording's a success. Right, now let's just go through here. The top right is your signal strength, which is good. This is our battery strength here, which is good. Then there's, looks like VR, I don't know. Yeah, that splits the screen for one of those headsets that you can get. It's a lovely evening, mind. I must admit. There we go. Not windy at all. Kia record success. Take a picture.